Howdy YouTube. Today I have 5 more tips for my fellow Outriders. Now these tips are more catered towards the higher level players and those that are struggling to get through the expeditions. The very first thing I need to mention is that the stash you get access to is shared account wide. Now with saying that, this makes it possible to mod gear on one character and then place it in the stash, then log into a different character to give those mods to that character. This is a great way to move your tier 2 and 3 mods from your main character to your ults. Moving on, farming green armors when you are level 30 is a great way to create builds for any character. At level 25 and above, any armors that you get dropped will have all 3 traits unlocked. This makes the farming green armors at the higher levels a really good way to get the god roll build for any character you want. The green armors will have all their traits but none of their mods. You can then upgrade its rarity to get a chance to choose what mod the gear will get. It will give you a choice of 3 mods when you upgrade from green to blue and from blue to purple. The first slot will always be a tier 1 mod and the second slot will always be a tier 2 mod. So this can also be a great way to help unlock mods for your main character and your ults. This is because the tier 1 mods are all going to roll for the class you upgrade the armor on. For those min-maxers, you can also use this trick to get those god roll builds with less RNG due to getting a choice of 3 mods to put into each slot when you upgrade it. This can allow you to make sure you get at least one of the 2 mods you need on an armor piece with all the correct traits. As long as you get one of the mods and own the other mods you want, you can always take the item back to the crafting station and re-roll the unwanted mod for the one you want. Now that was a lot to take in, so I just want to take a quick pause to ask you to sub to the channel and help me reach my goal of 500 subscribers. How about smashing that like button and helping this video get picked up in the YouTube algorithm as well. Moving on, fast traveling around inside a zone will allow the chests to respawn, but the enemies and all resources will not. This makes it great for doing chest runs and for those completionist people like me, completing some of the accolades and achievements in the game as well. If you want to farm enemies, then you will need to either talk to your truck driver and move to a new location or completely reload the game again. As stated earlier in the video, you can bank items in the stash to move your mods about easily without having to regrind them legendaries again. This also works for resources other than supply drops. You can bank epic items for easy titanium to level up your gear on your ults. Banking your blues will give you iron for your weapons and leather for your armor pieces, and you will also get scrap for any green items you bank, so you can easily stock up on all the resources needed to start up a new character and get into the fun faster. This last tip ties in with the previous one, as there is a way to convert any currency to any other currency when you reach the endgame content. After you have unlocked expeditions, you will be able to exchange your titanium for supply drop resources. This way, if you are stacked up on titanium when leveling and running your character through the story missions, then you could just buy a ton of resources when you reach the end game and be ready to improve your gear as you climb the challenge tiers for expeditions. Taking in the fact that vendors are all over Enoch and you have a personal trader who lives in your camp and that they will convert scrap into leather or iron and vice versa, making it simple and easy to get your hands on any of the current currencies in Outriders. If you can find one resource really easy to obtain, then you could just grind that resource out and then use it to trade for the others that you need using the vendor's exchanging system. And due to my friend Sam, shout out to him, reminding me I hadn't done this video yet, you all get a bonus tip or trick to make it 6 for the video. How lucky you all must must feel. So to tie this video off, the final tip or trick I have to offer for now will be that whatever player interacts with the area objective, the things that glow blue and stuff, that player will have all their abilities refreshed and brought off cooldowns. That means you can let the player who has more skills on cooldown or who has the longest cooldowns to have their skills reset and be ready for the upcoming room. This can be especially handy for those technomancers running low on rounds for their blighted round skill, or a debuff pyro that has skills on cooldown. So I thank you all for your viewership, and I would like to ask you one last time to drop a like on the video and help me out with the YouTube algorithm. And if you want to see any more content, then just hit that subscribe button and hit that bell if you want to get notifications on any new videos I upload. With all that being said, it's time to end the video, so I hope you all keep safe, keep well, and I'll catch you laters.